Hello, this is Ron Dittmars talking to you from the Erasmus Academy recording studios, and our guest speaker is Chad today. Chad, you want to say hello?
How's it going?
Fine, great. Okay, this is our third segment in the series on Bach, and you see on the screen here the Thomaskirche in Leipzig. This is the main nave of the church, could hold maybe 2,000, and around here is the Archive Museum, which contains all the documentation of his life and his family's life history. So we're going with it, and this is a historical picture, of course. And this is actually taken from the Archive Museum. You can see even the reflection of the glass in front of the drawing itself. Great. So let's see. This is the text we're looking at today. From here, can you see the markings down there, Chad?
Yes.
Great. Okay. Let's read some out loud, and then please read with Chad to get a sense of the flow of the language, and then I'll ask him questions as we piece together the meaning and structure of these sentences. Okay, als Bach in Mai 1723, everybody?
Als Bach im Mai 1723
das Amt des Thomaskantors antrat,
das Amt des Thomaskantors antrat,
begann in Leipzig ein neues Kapitel der Musikgeschichte.
Begann in Leipzig ein neues Kapitel der Musikgeschichte.
And by the way, if you ever have a chance to travel to Leipzig, you can see the Thomaskirche and the Nikolaikirche, where he also composed many of his works. It's quite an exciting place to visit. Okay, so up to this point, actually, looking at this whole sentence, where do you think the main verb is?
Well, since the sentence begins with an als, you're going to expect that you're not looking at the main clause, so you want to go after the comma, so it would be begun.
So yeah, from beginnen, begann, begonnen. So it means it began. And where's the subject?
It is ein neues Kapitel.
Great. So Kapitel, a new chapter, began in Leipzig, and then this is a genitive of music history, right there. And then looking at the beginning, where's the verb of that first subordinate clause?
I think it's just antrat.
From antreten, so entered, basically. Where's the direct object? I should say here, Bach is obviously the subject here, as Bach entered.
It would be das Amt.
Yeah, good. The office of the Thomaskantor. Okay, so this means the cantor position of the Thomas church, the Thomaskirche. Good. Let's see. You want to do the whole sentence, just slowly?
Sure. When Bach entered, when Bach in May of 1723 entered the office of the Thomaskantor, a new chapter of music history began in Leipzig.
Great, fantastic. Okay, going on. 27 Jahre lang, everybody?
27 Jahre lang.
Good. Prägte das musikalische Leben der Stadt.
Prägte das musikalische Leben der Stadt.
Okay, where's your verb?
It is prägte.
Good. And why is this verb and subject, which is reversed?
Because the sentence is beginning with something other than the main subject.
Exactly. Yeah. Whenever you have anything adverbial at the beginning, like for 27 years long, and then preg, that reverses the verb and the subject. That's the effect of that. Good. So präge means to coin or to shape. So where's the direct object?
It would be das musikalische Leben.
Yeah, the life. So just read the core sentence by itself.
Sure. It would be prägte Leben.
That's it. There's your core. Okay. So do you want to translate the sentence?
Sure. So this phrase here is, we would say, I guess, for 27 years, right? For 27 years, he shaped or Yeah, shaped is good. He shaped the musical life of the city.
Good. Going on. Hier entstanden viele seiner bekanntesten Werke. Everybody?
Hier entstanden viele seiner bekanntesten Werke.
Good. Where's your verb there?
Entstanden.
Good, right here. And this, so this is a past tense. It means entstehen means to arise or to originate. And what's the subject?
Werke.
Good, his works. So many of his most famous. Here, where's the superlative indicated here in this adjective?
Just like as in English, it's the st.
Right here, exactly. That indicates the superlative. So here in this place, i.e., in Leipzig, arose or originated many of his most famous works. Going on, darunter die Passionen. Go ahead.
Darunter die Passionen.
Die Kunst der Füge und die Messe in H-Moll.
Die Kunst der Füge und die Messe in H-Moll.
Okay, so he's just going to list what some of his most famous works are. Among those, darunter, the Passions, die Kunst der Füge, the art of the fugue, and the Mass in B minor. You want to explain a little bit this ha-moll, this designation, because moll means soft, and major is D-U-R, ha-dur. So something about that?
Well, yeah, that could get pretty complicated, but the H is something that there's if Germans say B means B flat, H means B natural.
Okay.
And this soft and hard thing kind of goes back to this major minor idea that kind of originated in the Middle Ages, had to do with kind of the available notes to be sung and the keys they were able to use. Wasn't exactly a key scheme, but that's the best way to describe it in our modern understanding.
Okay, so ha-moll is what is?
It's B minor.
B minor, yeah, the B minor mass, yeah, very famous. And actually, with Latin literature, Latin, what am I trying to say? The words that are sung are in Latin.
Right.
Good. Going on. Viele Straßenverläufe des barocken Leipzigs. Everybody?
Viele Straßenverläufe des barocken Leipzigs
und sogar ihre Namen sind bis heute vorhanden. Good. Okay, so let's see. Where's your verb?
Straßenverläufe.
Well, this is the subject, obviously.
I'm sorry. You're asking for the verb, not subject.
Yeah.
Sind.
Sind. And what goes along with sind?
Vorhanden.
Oftentimes you'll find an adverb that completes the meaning of the verb complex right here. So this just is an adjective serving as a predicate adjective. They are present, simply. And Straßenverläufe from laufen to run, so it means actually the street the street layout, you could say. So much of the street layout and then this is the genitive of Baroque Leipzig, i.e. Leipzig in the Baroque times during Bach's life. And even their names, sogar ihre Namen, are present up to today, bis heute. Okay, let's see, going on. Mit der Thomas- und der Nikolaikirche, everybody?
Mit der Thomas- und der Nikolaikirche
haben sich Bachs wichtigste Wirkungsstätten erhalten.
Who got to take a run at that? Haben sich Bachs wichtigste Wirkungsstätten erhalten.
Did you say take a run because this laufen is part
yes,
of this
Ron.
word here? Okay. Yes. Okay. Where's the verb complex there in that sentence?
Okay, it has a couple parts. It's haben sich
Good.
and then erhalten.
Okay, can you notice that Chad included the reflexive pronoun, which you do in identifying the verb complex, and how would you just translate that by itself?
Well, you would say they have maintained themselves.
Perfect. Yeah. And what is they referred to?
The Strassen. Oh, let's see. No. The Thomas und Nikolaikirche.
Yeah. So those are the two major churches in Leipzig where he composed a lot of his works. that are standing today. Um, you could visit today. So have maintained themselves. So what's the subject then?
Um, I'm sorry, that actually isn't right because that's a part of the mit phrase.
Hmm.
It's actually should be Wirkungsstätten.
Good. So Bach's most important places of activity, where he produced these works, um, have maintained themselves, and so this is sort of referring to what these places of work are with the Thomaskirche and the Nikolaikirche. Bach's most important places of work have been maintained. Let's see. You want to just do go from here entstanden. Just
Yeah, I
translate
guess I kind of need to, don't I?
slowly,
Okay. Um,
like here.
Here originated
Hmm.
many of his most famous works. Um, Among them, the Passions, the Art of the Fugue, and the Mass in B minor. Uh, most of the street layout of Baroque Leipzig, and even their names are present to this day. And then Bach's most important places of activity, the Thomaskirche uh, and the Nikolaikirche, are also still standing.
Great, fantastic. Okay, thanks so much, especially for your explanation of the Hamul term that's used there in German. It's very helpful. So take care. That's the end of our third session, and hope to see you again later on. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye bye.